Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Apollo Justice. We are in the middle of talking with Mr. Valiant here, so let's talk about the duel that used to exist back in the day. Our founder, Magnifique Grammaire, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles.
I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made the whole jumbo jet go, what happened to the jet again?
Apparently, someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who come to his door, only Dak and I had the talent. Excuse me. In no time at all, Valiant and Dak were the shining stars in the Grammaire crown.
Cool, huh? And Zach Grammaire was my daddy.
Now that Magnifique and Zach are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Grammaire, who brings the Grammaire miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill, coming up.
How did we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? Alright, let's examine the piano now that he mentioned it in the last video.
It's one big piano. I've never actually played one.
You should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime.
No good. He can't play either.
I kinda feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy.
Oh.
Ew.
Did you make that noise just now?
Let me try again. No, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch.
Someone must have thrown this into the piano. But why? There's a mystery right there. Well, I can tell who's in here. Uh-oh. Only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What up, Emma? What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me the second degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left? My department chief had the field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol.
Wouldn't have found that without you.
I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward. Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something?
I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again.
Be my guess, you're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange.
Something strange?
What did you find?
I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
How?
I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year.
Only it worked that way.
It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct, and he could have shot the revolver. That's not how it sounded in Lamar's testimony.
Her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? Huh.
That's right.
Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Was that true, what you said in court today? You know, about the case. About how everything was according to those song lyrics. The guitar Serenade, you mean?
I found the link, you know. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped key was stolen. Then Lamar flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Lutus's life. And he went up into the sky with a guitar. Well, 30 feet up at least.
It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. Huh.
I know, and I found it.
Think the same person did all of this?
Don't ask me. I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through the air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it?
I worry about that girl.
So, what did you find?
It's so little I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa.
What is it?
Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. A bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna.
Oh, like on a beetle?
Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort.
Electronic signal, you say?
Huh. Let's present the switch. Maybe she has something to say on this.
You think you could take a look at this?
A small device. Looks like a transmitter.
A transmitter?
You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though.
A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo?
Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found?
Oh, this?
Let me try pressing this switch.
Yeah! It's on fire! Emma, device is on fire!
What's the big deal?
Ah!
Well, now we know what this is, an igniter.
This part here must work like a lighter.
It nearly lit me up, that's for sure.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose.
Suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case.
Hey, Apollo! Let's ask Emma more about this switch, now that she has some first-hand experience.
The pieces are starting to come together now, what happened. But it's making Machi a lot more suspicious.
What are you trying to do, burn me alive?
Come on, it was just a few sparks.
Says you weren't the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here just with you two talking.
Anyway, now we know this is a remote for an igniter. Let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet.
A transmitter, huh?
Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram of the stage arena area, let's see, 30 feet from Lamiroir's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage. It kinda seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Meaning it was used on stage, obviously. Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation. We're off to look for more clues elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into the igniters a bit more later. Good luck! I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Alright, now that we're done here, let's see what else we should go into. Hello, Lamar. I don't think you have anything for us at this moment, so... Oh! What? What? Come to laugh at the murderer?
Marion!
That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks! They won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Marion isn't in the best of moods, is he?
Not many people are these days, it seems.
It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out.
Then Gavin had to go rub salt on the wound. My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid! Rip. Poor Darian. Check my badge. Look, if you want to talk about the case, talk to someone else, okay? Don't want Gavin having
another one of his hissy fits. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So, about your alibi.
You have to ask? The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set.
That's right.
The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Latouche dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me, too. Right there on that stage.
Guitar playing was something else.
Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamar's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? Well, your other senses get better when you lose one.
They won't let you work?
He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud.
Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud?
He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian. Darren? He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really.
Well, I think the Gaviniers are the best. I have all your albums.
Band's fine, too. Gavin could write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely.
The prosecutor's office?
I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally.
Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Right on.
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. Darn it! And tell him I went into that crime scene. Where we going now? Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself.
Let's not talk to him anymore, alright?
Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Let's go to Gavin's office. Oh, what a fancy and messy office. Shoot.
So, this is it. The Gaviniers' head office.
It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object? Whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
Oh well, guess we'll have to just come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet like.
That's eavesdropping.
Why? We'd just be waiting quietly, so he didn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band?
She'd make a good reporter. For a gossip mag. What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Latouche? Look, don't talk to me about those Virginians, okay? Just get that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Hiya.
Tea? Just thought we dropped in. Hope you're not mad?
How could I be? There's not enough tea in the world in any case. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist.
Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to see?
Huh?
Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gavineers? Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom?
What do you think he means, Apollo?
I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Let's go in order. Let's talk about the case. Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today?
Yes, I always read the TV section.
Good girl. How about you, Herr Forehead? I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song.
Oh, is that the new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know?
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing me over the phone? It is endless, endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey!
Is that a newspaper over there too? Ah, yes, the Borginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. Thanks, but I can't read Borginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice to say, this is a big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song.
Probably no one in Borginia could believe it.
It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalists didn't see the need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Lemaire's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I imagine, which is why I've had Darin step down from the investigation for now.
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum.
Lamair was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case quickly, if possible. Man, you have such a pretty face, Clavier.
I really love that song, and it was such a great atmosphere to it.
You co-wrote it with Lamair, if I remember correctly. That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Borginia's legal system as a matter of fact. I had gone to tour Borginia's legal system, as a matter of fact.
And that's when you heard Lamair's voice?
It was a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout.
I think he's sort of a special case, Druzy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Mahi on the piano, the dulcet voice, and myself on the guitar that I borrowed from Lamiroir.
And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo say.
It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there.
You mean this char lump? Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history. And it's only browned, not really charred.
No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire?
Do you think you could show it to us? Your slightly burnt guitar?
I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally.
Oh, did you find anything out?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. The results he came up with were intriguing.
Intriguing?
How does that guitar tie into everything that went on?
Sounds like something we should ask about.
Oops. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamar.
How did it end up here?
She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Virginia?
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity would ruin the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamar's studio. I use a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
See? Prosecutors do have a lot of clout.
I still think he's a special case.
Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned.
Indeed. Rip the guitar. What was it that you were saying? What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar.
That's right. What was that all about?
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It's called the sound hole. Ah, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes. This, in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else.
Huh.
Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. We're gonna present the igniter in a second, but let's look at this weird thing.
What's that on the plate there?
Is that gum?
Gum?
Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang, so he put it on the plate for later consumption.
I think a rock star could afford a fresh stick.
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? It looks like a lump of plastic.
Wait, that phone call.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object? Whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. What? A replica? Well, why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Who, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to.
Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell the truth, I'm not sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something uncovered for something undercover agent Latouche was after.
This lump?
Do you mind telling us what you do know about it? Please, even though we're on the opposing side. This was found in Mr. Latouche's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica? It's a small lump, about an inch and a half long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say, other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of. You mean whatever Mr. Latouche was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation.
Well, what is it?
Don't ask me, Fräulein.
Oh, if you don't want to tell us, you could just say so.
I've put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia, but apparently there's a block on information somewhere along the chain.
Oh?
Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Virginia. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latouche went through all that trouble to become Lamar's manager, just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. Frick is this? I've sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lamar. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Virginian. Or we could ask Machi. Alright, let's present that igniter that we found. Has to be one of these.
What is it, Apollo?
That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter.
Another one?
It was at the crime scene, in Lamar's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime. What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, Herr Forehead. Thanks? Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hid it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the, strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating.
Hey, that's right.
I've been thinking, Herr Forehead. We encountered many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the case where people are killing to song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside, and I keep a simple goal, to discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, ja? That is all. I can live with that.
Mr. Prosecutor?
Rollin?
Can I ask you why you sing in a band?
Ah, because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. That's pretty simple too. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. Thanks, Gavin. That was a cute conversation between Apollo and Gavin, though.
Oh, it's you. You came at a good time.
Hello there, Emma. What's up?
Either of you know where Lamar is?
Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago.
Yeah? That's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lamar's missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all.
Yeah, we'll help you look for her.
Great, thanks.
That's kinda odd. This place is deserted.
I wonder where Lamar went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little. Huh? The stage is pitch dark.
Power breaker must be off for this section. Great.
I'll go get someone. Yipes, it was really dark out there.
Dark? That's all Lamar has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness?
Hey, Apollo?
Huh? What?
Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something's changed.
Changed?
Can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me.
Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? Let's examine the instrument case here.
Hey, that case. Wasn't that open before?
Huh? I guess someone closed it.
Wait, look! Where the case closes.
Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's...
Let's open it, Apollo! Ah! Lamar! Lamar!
Emma! We have to get Emma! The frick is going on? Lamar was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Juicy just clung to my arm and cried. And me? I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many.
Emma, how's Lamar? Is she okay?
Oh, you. We owe you a big thanks, that's for sure.
So, she's okay?
Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late.
That's good to hear.
So, what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who?
I don't know. But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not see? Oh.
Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Lamar!
Ah, Mr. Attorney, you are the one who found me? Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? We're gonna find out what happened in the next video because we are now out of time. So I'll see you guys in the next video. But what the heck?